Welcome to Chatting with You.
Welcome to another episode of Chatting with You. My name is Maria Munoz.
And I am Norma Gonzalez.
And today we'll be talking about things that we are thankful for. Since today today's Wednesday, tomorrow will be Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about just what we're thankful for. I think this year has been really hard on everybody. And I think just realizing that even though some things have been crazy, we've gone through some stuff this year.
Yeah.
We're still here. We're still healthy. We still have jobs, food, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're thinking. Sorry.
That's one of the reasons.
That's one of the reasons why we're going to go over that today.
Definitely a lot of reasons, but definitely being a big one. Because I think that overall this year, we all kind of are on the same boat a little bit as to like, you know, we all went through, I know it affected everyone at some point in some way going through the pandemic. So I know that was very hard on all of us. So I think we can all relate to that topic. That definitely this year was definitely hard. But yeah, overall you kind of see it and you're like, we're kind of surpassing it a little bit. You know, we're doing fine. We're fine. You know, some people did lose loved ones and things like that. That's definitely very hard. But hey, we're all here trying, you know,
barely making it.
We're trying. We're like sliding through it. But hey, that's all that matters. So definitely, yes, for this Thanksgiving, I think we're all going to appreciate it a little bit more than any other year because it has been definitely very hard for a lot of people. So yeah.
And I think one of the things that I've talked to you about and, you know, ask you if you don't mind sharing is something a little bit about your personal life.
Yes.
I mean, I know all of us here, we all kind of know what's going on and we all think that you're very strong. Like your family has been amazing and just kind of hearing everything that's been going on with you and with your family. I think we're all kind of just like amazed, you know, how much strength it takes to deal with it, to just mentally just be strong. So, I mean, if you don't mind sharing a little bit of
definitely, I do not mind. Like you said, I feel like this is definitely like my second home. So, you know, my ULF family definitely knows the things that have been going on and, you know, what I've gone through and still going through. But yeah, it has been definitely very, very hard. For those that don't know, my mom is a dialysis patient and she has been on dialysis for a little bit over 19 years now. So that's been my entire life. So that's all I know. Other than that, she's never really had any major complications. Just this last year, she started to have some heart failure problems and it kind of led up to an open heart surgery. That was definitely very hard, very challenging. If I could describe it in one word, I would definitely say challenging because everything else has been challenging, but definitely not at the level as this has. It's definitely very challenging. I think that it tests you for sure. Like you're like, oh my God, are you like, am I really going through this? Like, how am I going to get up? But you know what? Yes, definitely the strength. So I just think that the strength is definitely what kept me going, you know, because it's like you have your mom on one end, but then you also, I have my dad and my sister on the other. And I'm like there balancing it out for her and them too. So definitely very hard and very challenging.
Yeah, I think just like with anything, especially when it's like loved one, especially I think health wise, that's one of the things that I feel like I take for granted. Like I've always struggled with my weight. I've always complained about my weight. I've always said, oh, you know, if this could be different, if that could be different,
I could change it.
But I don't feel like we realize that. At least for me, you know, I feel like I'm healthy. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't have that chance to have a normal life, as you can say, because they're going through some terminal illness, they have a disability, they have X, Y, or Z, you know. And I feel like that's one of the things 2020 has shown me is just to be more grateful. Like my life might not be like perfect, you know, I might not have everything I want, I might not look the way I want to look, but I have what I need. And especially like you said, a lot of people have lost loved ones because of the pandemic or for any other reason. I know within my family we've had a couple losses this year and it's been hard. So I just feel like just having that mentality of just being grateful no matter what, because other people are going through a lot. And like for example, you know, if I look at you, like when I met you and you told me your story, I'm like, what the heck? Like I come in here every day, you have a smile on your face, it's like nothing's wrong, you know. But you're going through that.
Right.
And that's like another thing. I feel like we all kind of don't know what everybody is going through
like,
or
you don't
facing.
know what's going on behind closed doors.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like just being kind.
Definitely.
Especially this year, you know, with
Definitely.
elections and just
everything.
Yeah. Everything that has happened, I feel like mentally people are drained.
Oh, yeah, for
and,
sure.
Especially if you're going through other things within your life, I feel like just being kind to people, it doesn't take that much.
It doesn't, and it goes a long way. You know what I mean? Like, I always think of it that way too. Like, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what people go home to. Like, yes, you may know their life here, but you don't know their life at home.
Right.
What other responsibilities, you know, things like that. Sometimes their life continues a lot more and is a lot more stressful once they leave work or whatever it is, right? So I always think of it that way too. Like, you should always be kind to people because you don't know what they're going through. And you never know. Maybe a nice gesture, a nice, hey, how are you doing today? Or it's even a smile goes a very long way.
Yeah.
So yeah, to what you said, yeah, I think so too. Like, when we found out about the open heart surgery, I was kind of like not wanting to go forward with it because I was like, you know, when you hear open heart surgery, you're like, oh,
yeah,
like
it's a big deal.
That's pretty, yeah. So I was just like, okay, and then let alone she's already on dialysis. I'm like, oh, I don't know, that's pretty tough. But we went through it, and thank God everything turned out great with the surgery. We had major complications afterwards, but you know what? God is good, and we got through it. It sucks because it's like you're saying you're a loved one in a hospital bed, and you're like kind of just sitting there with crossed arms because it's like, what can I do? What, like, and you're looking for answers and no one can give you an answer, and you're kind of getting like despaired because you're like, what's going on? That's not her, you know. That was my mindset, and then I'm like trying to keep it cool because it's like my dad on the other end, and then same thing going as to like coming from immigrant parents. All my life, I've been the one that's kind of been the responsible child to take care of, you know, everything going on, not for myself, but for my parents too.
Yeah.
So I'm over here trying to like keep it cool because I know that my mom's not okay, but I'm trying to keep it cool so that my dad's okay because it's like I need my dad too because that's my backbone. And then I'm over here like I feel bad for my sister too because I mean at the time she was only 18 and I'm very proud of her. That girl is so smart. She graduated early and it was sad. I'm pretty sure all of the graduations this year were kind of sad because they weren't able to walk across that stage like a regular graduation. When we picked up her diploma, it was, you know, like a drive-through like in the car. So and she's very strong, and I've never seen her cry. And when she broke down and she was like, I just wish mom was here. I was like, that's when it hits you because you're like, okay, I have to be strong for her too. So I'm over here trying to be the rock and strong for everybody. But then again, sometimes you forget about yourself because you're like, well, I'm trying to make sure everyone's okay, but am I okay? So yeah, so I just feel like that ties into you guys at that point because I'm like, you guys kind of were very much like involved and checking up on me, and I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful for you guys because I'm like, it's little things like that, those little gestures, that little text message like, hey, how are you doing, have you ate or whatever, things like that. I'm like, I do matter, someone does care about me, you know. So yeah, definitely a rough year, but you know, we're all getting through it. But definitely we all have to kind of sit back. I think we just all want peace at this point. There's been way too much going on in the world for everyone, and you kind of just sit back and you're like, wow, we went through it, we're getting through it, and we just really just need that peace at this time. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, you know, we're going to just let it be, go with the flow, and hopefully things in 2021 are definitely a lot better.
Way better.
So yeah, I'm like, you know, maybe we win the lottery or something.
Yeah, I mean, like follow with what you're saying, like just the simple little text message, the simple, hey, are you okay? Do you need any help? I think it's like a big deal.
Definitely.
I mean, with the previous podcast that we did, we were talking about mental health.
Yeah.
But I feel like that, especially for like, for example, you know, you were dealing with a lot.
Definitely.
And just that feeling of maybe not being able to break down or have your moment because you have other people that are depending on you. I feel like that's very important just to reach out to that person. If you have a friend, a family member, a coworker, anybody that you know that is going through a tough time, for me, I always worry like maybe I'm bothering them or maybe they don't want to talk about it. Yeah. But I don't think it's that. I just think it's maybe like just the fact that they know, like you said, that somebody cares and that they have other people that around them. I think that's like a big help.
Definitely.
Like I know with what I was talking about with me, mental health is like a big thing. And I just feel, especially this year and talking to people, just with everything that's been going on, people are being affected. Definitely. And just like, I just feel like we can all just be like together. We can be nicer. We can be better people. Be nice.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have these like issues that we have now.
I agree. Like as a community, I think that we can all help each other just by being kind. You know, I feel like there has been a lot of hate.
Oh my God.
Put you know, out in there, and I'm just like, I just don't see like that's gonna help us in any way. Like, why can't we just be nice? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't cost you anything to be nice. So I feel like definitely 2020 has taught, well, me that definitely be kind, a lot more kind, and just kind of like hug and love your loved ones a lot more, because you really never know. I feel like a lot of people didn't take the pandemic too serious until it actually affected their home. And then, and, you know, and it sucks. And I'm just like, you know, you should have been a lot more careful or whatever it may have been. But I feel like a lot of people don't take it as serious as they should. But once you kind of see like that person in that hospital bed, or when things are maybe too late, there's no, you know, like response to whatever may be going on, then that's when it hits you. And I'm like, I think I've learned my lesson a long time ago, and I'm like, I'd rather just enjoy what I have now and then, you know, let it be. So yeah, I'm just thankful.
Yeah,
overall.
that's like another thing that we want to talk about is like, for example, you, I mean, you have a loved one that is immune compromised, basically.
Yes.
So I just feel like you said people don't, even now, even the numbers keep going up. Maybe the deaths are not as bad as they were before, but people are getting sick.
Infected.
And it's just, you don't understand, because people do have loved ones. You, for example, you might be okay. You get sick, you get over it, move on. But you have your mom to think about. And a lot of other, for example, I have my daughter to think about. I mean, thank God she's perfectly healthy, but I don't know what that could do to her. So I just feel like people might not be in that situation, but just be thoughtful, or just be considerate of other people.
Of others.
I know with us, we're fortunate enough to work in an environment where our employers took everything very serious. So we have our protocols.
Definitely.
Everybody is being safe. We all kind of just take care of each other. But I know a lot of people aren't in that situation, especially people that work in like fast food or the medical field. So just putting on a mask, maybe washing your hands, you know, just being considerate, I think just goes a long way.
For sure.
And it goes back to the fact of being kind. Because by you taking that precaution, you're being kind to other people. You're not putting other people in danger.
Exactly.
And these holidays might suck. You might not be able to get together with your family. But I mean, just, we got to think about the long run.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, would you rather just like sacrifice one holiday of not being physically together, or let it be and then have someone end up sick? Like, what's really more so weighed out, you know? So I completely agree with that. I think that all ties into being kind with each other, you know, just as simple as like wearing your mask, just respectful, you know, respecting for yourself and more so for the ones around you. Like you said, because you don't know, like, if I were to walk out on the street, I'm pretty sure a stranger wouldn't know, obviously doesn't know my background, doesn't know that I have like a ill mom, like that a little bit of a incorrect gesture could definitely affect my household in a very, very hard way. So I think that people should really definitely consider that too. Like, you don't know how people live, who they're around that could be affected. Maybe not you, but definitely a lot of other people around you. So like you said, we're definitely very fortunate that, you know, our employers took definitely a lot of precaution into it, and that we're able to work here. But then again, we're definitely being safe, you know. And you're comfortable because you're like, you know, we're comfortable. We're all being safe. We're all following the regulations, whatever it may be. And we're all taking care of each other at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, I think we all been really good at telling, hey, you know, I don't feel good. Maybe I'll just stay home. Or maybe I should go get tested. I think we all been really good at that. And that's kind of like just so much easier, because I feel like when you work in an environment where you don't feel safe, I just feel like it just puts more stress.
Definitely.
I feel like maybe I would be locked in my office all day if I didn't know everybody was taking the precautions that they are. So I just feel that just kind of puts everybody at ease.
Definitely.
And like, I know I go home and I'm not worried about being around my daughter or getting anybody else sick. So I feel like that makes a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, once you see it, I mean, practically a lot of percent of my life I spent it in the hospital. So I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of especially now, because all of this happened during the pandemic too. I saw how isolated the people were in the ICU units. I saw how the nurses, a lot of things. And I'm just like, this is serious. Like, people don't see the side of it. And I saw it, and I'm just like, I just don't want to be near any of that.
Right.
You know, like, it's hard.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that lost loved ones, and I'm just like, wow, like, I don't want to go through that. So it's just very hard. So I'll tie back into being thankful. I'm like, you know what? My mom is home. She's doing great so far. You know, not every day is a good day, and I've learned that. I'm just like, but there is going to be better days coming. You know, like you said, these holidays might suck, but thankfully maybe there'll be more holidays that you can spend, and maybe even better, you know? So just, I always think of it that way, kind of see the good in the bad, I guess you can say. In my aspect, I would always, like, when we found out about the open heart surgery, I was like, no, like, in my mind, I was just like, are you sure? Is there not another way? Like, I wasn't like full on wrapped around that I wanted that for her, because I was like, the risks are a lot high.
Yeah.
That's my mom. Like, I don't, you know? So once I thought about it, and I sat down, and she told me, you know, there's a problem and there's a solution. A lot of people have a problem but don't have a solution, or they wait too long, and unfortunately it's too late. And I'm like, at that moment, I was like, she's right. Like, there's a solution to it. Why not go ahead and you know, take that risk? So thankfully everything is okay. And I see her every day, and I'm like, oh, I'm so blessed to have you here, girl. That's yeah, definitely. I'm very, very close to my parents. So I'm very definitely thankful for my parents, for sure. Both of them, because they're all I have.
Yeah.
So for sure. And then of course I have my sister and my siblings, definitely thankful for them too. Family overall, you know? Family is very important, and I just take it as to, I enjoy them as much as I can every day. And I think that people should be like that. Enjoy what you have, those people that surround you, that love you every day, because you never know. Like, who would have thought that we were going to be in the middle of a pandemic? Like, once the year started, like, I would have never thought about that.
It feels like a movie.
It does.
Like, it feels
really
like scenes
does.
of movies when you go out to the store and you see everybody like in a mask and everything.
And you're like, what?
You're like, what's going on? And
I kid you not. When it first started, I kind of thought it was going to end up like Zombieland or something like that. And I was just like, well, if we don't take care of each other or, you know, ourselves, it might end up like that. And because you never know. Yeah. But yeah, definitely for sure felt like a movie. And I was just like, at first I was like, when I would go to Walmart and they were like stocked out and whatnot. And then it's like, boom, like the aisles are all cleaned. And I'm like, what's going on?
When everybody was going crazy for toilet paper.
Yeah, definitely. No water, no toilet paper. And I'm just like, what is going on? Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Definitely crazy. But hopefully 2021 is a lot better. And hopefully that we kind of get through that pandemic and, you know, kind of go back to normal.
Or somewhat normal.
Somewhat normal. Yeah, definitely. Because sometimes I think of it and I'm like, well, I don't know if it'll ever go back like totally 100% normal as to like no mask or, you know, people being scared. I don't know. I think a lot of us are going to be kind of a little bit paranoid.
Yeah.
Who knows, you know, but hopefully as long as, you know, we're all kind of just safe. And I just hope it gets a little bit better at least. So hopefully we're going towards the right direction. But definitely 2020, it's been a tough one for sure.
It's gonna be in the history books.
Oh, for sure. When we have grandkids and stuff.
Like, we made it. We survived.
We survived 20. Let me tell you about 2020.
I know.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely 2020 is, believe it or not, I believe it's definitely a very historic year. Like a lot of things happen. I mean, elections and
some interesting elections.
Definitely, definitely, and pandemic overall, and just it's so many things. And you're just like, wow, like I'm living this. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like us millennials, like we need a break. Like no,
seriously. I'm like, can you just let me breathe? Drained. Like this is a lot on me. Like
we're trying to adult over here.
Yeah,
we don't have
it's
time
like
for this.
No one told me it was gonna be this hard. Like, why is all this stress? Yeah, no, definitely. But hey, you know, you got to take it as it comes and enjoy what you can. So here we are. So we're trying, being thankful as much as we can.
I'm just looking forward to the food.
Oh,
hopefully, you know.
Don't get me started on the food. Definitely. So usually we do like Thanksgiving at my grandma's. Who knows how that's gonna go this year, but if it doesn't happen, I'm sure gonna miss those 2 turkeys. Like, oh, and the mac and cheese. Don't even get me started. Yeah, it's amazing. Definitely the food overall. I'm not gonna lie to you. I look forward to Thanksgiving every year.
Yes.
Definitely, probably one of my favorite holidays because I'm just like, oh, great food surrounded by great people. I'm just like, yes, this is it. You know.
Yeah, like I don't eat the whole day just to have that one meal where I can eat whatever I want. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, my stomach is growling and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. As soon as I get there, double plate because So yeah, so hopefully, I hope that we all spend a very happy Thanksgiving. And
so are you planning to just staying with your family?
As of right now, yes. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. So I'm just, as of right now, really, I think just stay home and maybe just eat at home. Yeah. You mentioned about the Cracker Barrel deal, and I was just like,
Cracker Barrel feast. I definitely recommend it. Yeah. It comes with everything you need with dessert, and it's like $140.
Yeah,
you save yourself like the headache of having to like cook. Well,
look, this girl right here does not cook a lot.
I don't either. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I was looking into that, and I was just like, already made. I just have to pick it up.
Exactly. I think it up, and it's all ready for you.
And then like, if no one comes over, I have more leftovers. Exactly. Just saying for myself. So definitely. But what are you guys thinking of doing?
I think we're doing the same. We usually get together with like my family because it's just like us. Right. And then we'll go to like my husband's family because they have a bigger family. Right. But I think kind of his family just decided to just do their own thing,
like each his own.
Yeah, because it's a big family, so like to have a lot of people in one like place, it's gonna be a lot. So I feel like everybody just kind of being careful and be like, you know what, we'll see y'all next year. Hopefully next year is a little bit better. So I think we're just gonna spend it with his family. And just just eat.
Enjoy
and go to sleep early. Get some sleep.
Seriously, what's up with that Black Friday shopping though? No, I'm just kidding.
I work Black Friday. No, I'm sorry, y'all get too crazy on Black Friday.
I've actually never been Black Friday shopping before, but seeing like videos and things like that, I don't even want to try.
I do not want to lose an arm over no TV.
Like
I worked at Kohl's. I did like a seasonal job 1 year when I think I worked from like 7 p.m. to 4 in the morning. When I'm telling you, never in my life. No, never. People y'all get too crazy. I'm telling you.
I think that just I feel like some people just go out to be problematic.
Yes.
To a certain extent, and I've seen crazy videos and I'm like, no, I think I'm fine.
Yeah. I think people have actually died.
Oh,
like
I
when
think
they
so,
like run, I think when they like fall or get run over by like a bunch of crowd, like I do not want to lose my life over nothing.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, how is it going to work this year with the pandemic?
I have no clue. I've been seeing like Target. I know that they've been doing like Black Friday all the month of November. Just, I think that every week is like a certain product or area.
Okay.
So well, that's all I know as far as Target because I'm a Target fan. But other than that, I would assume maybe like online, maybe like online Black Friday shopping, like Cyber Monday type of thing.
Yeah.
I would assume because as of now, I've been to a couple of stores and they all do like the counted people and you have to wait outside to come in and all that stuff. So Black Friday is already something very crowded.
Yes.
So with the pandemic going on, I don't think I can't think of a correct like procedure of how to kind of like manage it. So I'm not sure. I would probably assume online is probably going to be the best option. Right. So who knows?
maybe they could just let like certain amount of people in at one time, but I feel like that's just going to be
longer. It'll take longer because then you have like, let's say you let 25 people in, but not all 25 people are going to rush back out.
Right.
There's some people take more time or who knows. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like a bad idea, but then again, I don't know.
We're not going to be there.
Yeah, I'm for sure not going to be there. I'm going to be eating the leftovers that I have. So
I'm going to be in my little food coma.
Yeah, cozy at home. Yes. So by the way, I already put my Christmas tree up, just saying.
Mine has been up since October.
Oh, yeah, you beat me. Mine has been there for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no.
I'm not done with it though, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, mine's like halfway done. And then I've been getting into like the whole DIYing.
Oh yeah.
So Dollar Tree.
Oh, for sure.
Has a lot of stuff just in case anybody was looking to like Christmas stuff, DIYing. I joined a Facebook group recently for DIYing crafts. So I've been working on that. Nice. So slowly my house is becoming Christmas. But I think I did it too early this year.
hey, it's never too early. I don't think it's ever too early. I'm like, you know what? I feel like December all the months flew by. And I'm like, I'm just going to put this tree up right now, because if I don't do it right now and if I wait till December, it's going to fly by. And then before I know it, I have to put it back away. Like, and I don't want to do that.
Gotta enjoy it. All that hard work.
And I just think I feel like my house just feels more cozy.
Yeah, like warmer.
With the Christmas. Yeah, I don't know why. I love coming. I don't know why. But anyways, hey, that Christmas tree, this might be is last year, because the lights were out and I was like, this is not okay. But hey, I made it work. So
just give it one last year and then just put it to rest.
I'm going to give you one more chance and this is it. So you better show out. If not, you're going to go somewhere else. That's not your tree bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, but definitely. So I'm definitely looking forward to the holidays. We never really do anything like big or crazy, just surround ourselves with close family and close friends. As of now, obviously because of my mom, we're not allowed to have a lot of people over the house, nor is she allowed to go anywhere. So it's a little bit harder, because it's like, we want to go here but we can't, because
you have to take her into consideration.
For sure, because I don't want to make her feel bad either. Although she's like, oh, you guys go, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna leave you alone first, and we can't even leave you alone, so no. But I mean, I think it'll be okay. It'll just be my sister and I and our parents, and we'll make the best out of it. I have a speaker at home with a microphone, so might have to call it a little karaoke night, So yeah, we'll make the best out of it though, as long as we're all just doing good.
Yeah, just together. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that kind of taught us this year. Is just, like you said, just having that appreciation for the people around you.
Definitely.
I mean, some people don't have family. I know, like with my immediate family, we don't have a lot of family here.
Yeah, we don't either.
But I mean, I have my husband's family and we have us, we have each other. So I just feel like this year kind of just proved that to us. I know with me, my family this year, and just everything that has happened kind of brought us a little bit closer. Together. I feel just taking advantage that on Thanksgiving to just be with your family,
and appreciate it. Look around and be like, wow, each and every person right here is everything. I see it that way too. I'm like, I'm very grateful and very thankful every day, but definitely going to be a lot more on Thanksgiving Day, because I'm like, a lot of people won't have their parents this year, or whatever loved one they were close to, and like you said, a lot of people actually don't even have loved ones or family members that they're close to. It's sad, and but then again, I'm like, wow, the little things like that, I'm like, wow, that's definitely something to be grateful for. Like sometimes I may take my parents not as serious, or I'm just like, they're my parents, whatever, but it's like, I should be grateful, because not a lot of people have parents, or at least my parents are together. A lot of people have divorced parents or just one parent, so I should be a lot more thankful for that too.
So we'll see how this Thanksgiving comes out, and maybe next time we'll kind of talk about that a little bit, and just look forward to Christmas.
Let you guys know how lit we got for Thanksgiving.
Or not so lit.
Or not. I'll probably be asleep. So definitely. But yeah, we'll see. We hope that you guys definitely enjoy your Thanksgiving. And I hope that you guys kind of reflect and think a little bit as to what you're thankful for, what you're grateful for, what this year has taught you so far. And kind of my advice would be just look around and appreciate each and every person that is around you. Loved one. Hug them tighter than ever, because things can change in a matter of days, seconds, and you just really never know. So definitely be a lot more thankful, a lot more kind to people around you, and we'll just go with the flow. Hopefully 2021 is a lot better for all of us. So we'll see how that goes.
So just have a safe holiday, happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones, and we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you.